still trying to account for just how many innocent civilians have been captured by Hamas militants. Across social media, terrifying images and videos have surfaced, appearing to show militants indiscriminately taking hostages, including women and small children, and bringing them to Gaza against their will. Family members have had to rely on social media to help identify or track down their loved ones. One of them is Yoni Asher, a father desperately searching for his wife and two young daughters, just 4 and 2 years old, and his mother-in-law, who was taken with them. His wife and daughters traveled to an area near the Gaza border to visit his wife's family when they were abducted. Before their abduction, Asher's wife called him to tell him militants were inside the house they were in, but they lost contact. He was able to track her cell phone to Gaza. He wasn't sure his family had been kidnapped until he saw this video of them taken by Hamas on social media. Yoni Asher joins me now. First, I can't imagine what you must be feeling right now. So how are you doing? How are you doing? Tell us a little bit more about how you're doing over the last 36 hours.
Hello. The last 36 hours, I'm in a different world. I'm basically not feeling anything but the willing to work hard in order to get my wife and daughters back. And the feeling is awful. We have a feeling of uncertainty, of frustration. We don't have enough information. Since yesterday I saw this video, I have no new information. And the feeling is horrible.
I know for people watching who are trying to understand the impact of these attacks yesterday, it's really important for them to understand stories like yours. Tell us, we've seen pictures, we've just shown a lot of pictures of your wife and daughters. Tell us a little bit about them.
My 2 baby girls, which one of them is less than 5 and the little one is less than 3. They are even not girls, they are babies. And my wife, they are my only family. We are a regular family. They are lovely girls, very energetic, very happy girls. Love to sing, love to dance, love their mother, love to play. They have a lot of friends. And they're like every other ordinary child. And to think that they held by Hamas right now, for a parent, it's the most horrific thought that someone can think.
I know I can't imagine anything more horrific as a parent myself. I wanted to ask you, I know you've spoken over the past day or so, and you had said you weren't able to speak with government officials yet about the kidnapping. Has that changed? Have you been able to speak with anyone in the government?
Well, yes. Today can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Today, they contacted me from the police and some other authorities like the Foreign Department, but yet there is no new information since yesterday, since I saw the video. Earlier, I lost contact with my wife during a phone call, which she told me that terrorists are in the house. And later on, I located her mobile phone and saw it's in Khan Yunis. And only later on, I saw the video, which confirmed that she is on this cart or vehicle. And I saw my 2 daughters as well, and my mother-in-law. Also, my mother-in-law's spouse was taken and not documented on this video. But we believe that he's also taken.
Along with him. Your wife has German citizenship, if I understand correctly, and you've appealed to the government of Germany for help. Have you been in contact with any German officials?
Yes, that's right. My wife and my mother-in-law have German citizenship, and we did contact the embassy in Tel Aviv, and we tried to contact other officials. Right now we got an answer, but there is still not any new information. We got only first answer, and initial answer, sorry. And that's it. We don't have new information. We are very frustrated here at home. I'm very frustrated. And I just want my little baby girls to be back home with my wife, my family, my mother-in-law, her spouse.
I know we all want them to be home with you. I know that you have said that the call was disconnected with your wife when you were on the phone with her. Can you describe the last thing that she said to you?
The last thing she said to me was that there are terrorists in the house, and she told me that they are making mess, and they are armed, and she couldn't keep talking. I was afraid. I was afraid that moment that the conversation will be at her, that someone will catch them because of the conversation or the noise. It's very terrifying moments, which my girls can also make noise or cry. And the worst has happened because they discovered them and took them. So I was praying that it didn't happen. But unfortunately, the video showed that otherwise.
Yoni Escher, thank you so much for sharing your story with us. Our hearts are all with you, and we want you to be back with your girls. We're back after a quick break. Thank you so much again for staying with us. We'll be back after a quick break.